Noted.
Okay. So we take the Toastmasters promise. For those of us in the room, we can read off the screen. If you're online, please stay muted so we don't sound like penguins in Africa. Thank you. A Toastmasters promise. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on Toastmasters educational program,
To prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments.
to provide my fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to club meetings so that they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules of all Toastmasters educational and recognition programs, to act within Toastmasters' core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all
Toastmasters activities.
So help us God.
Amen.
Amen.
And to our mission as a club is to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self confidence and personal growth. Welcome once again to Pecten Toastmasters Club meeting. This is our first hybrid meeting for the year. Can we just get a round of applause? Thank you. And it's our delight to have you as usual. We love to see you and we're glad that you could take our time to spend the evening with us. Just a few housekeeping rules. Please, if you're not speaking, stay muted. If you join the call and your mic is still on, please just mute yourself. Keep conversations very respectful. We come from diverse backgrounds, so we want to keep everything here really nice and tidy. Please be very warm and kind to anybody you see on the lectern, whether it's virtual or physical. So we expect loads of applauses. When someone goes to the lectern, you clap. When they leave, you clap. When they say something, you clap. Whatever it is, we need the energy up in the room today, and it would foster, of course, camaraderie. So we want us to have a good time, a really chummy time today. And I know that the role players are all set and good to go. So with that said, I'm going to call to the virtual lectern our president, Toastmaster Ekwuchi. Are you here?
Yes, I am. Confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Now see me. Yay! No, I don't see excitement. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
If you know me well, you know I always come in with excitement, and I always come in with where's everybody? Who did all of this? What did you announce before I came on the lecture? Something happened. Did everyone lose money? Where's everyone sad? Where's everyone gloomy? Why aren't people smiling? I need to understand.
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay, let's try that again. Welcome into the virtual. Okay, welcome me again. Let's try that again.
Right. So right about now, I'm calling to the virtual lectern, the president who knows the best president in the whole of Nigeria. She's the coolest, chillest, awesome, fantastic, award-winning president of the.
That's more like it. Oh dear. You all almost gave me a fright there. Thank you. This is the Pecten Toastmasters Club that I recognize. I almost thought I was in the wrong club. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited. Very elated to be here today. It's always a pleasure for me. This is something I look forward to. And I'm not saying it because I'm president of the club. I legit look forward to Pecten meetings all the time. And that's because there's always something to learn. It's always an experience for me. I get to see new people. There's always something new. Mr. Olem will bring something exciting and invigorating. The There's always something to look forward to. And I hope this is just not me, and I'm sharing this same feeling with a lot of people on the call. I already see a lot of new faces in the physical audience. We'll get to that. Let me just hold it in. Today, we're continuing our theme on Amor and Amity. This is what we're talking about for the entire month of February, the month of love. We all know how that has gone. But today, I'm going to bring a little twist to it, right? We know about love as one of the most beautiful and powerful things in the world. We talk about it for family, friends, for our partners, which is the most common. For those that believe in God or a supreme being, we talk about it when it relates to God as well. But there's a part of love that we often fail to speak about or focus on, and that is the aspect of self-love, right? Self-love. And anyone that knows me knows that that is totally down my alley. I'm big on self-love because I believe that you cannot give or pour from an empty cup. You cannot. Broken mirrors don't show good pictures, right? So if there's something wrong on your inside or something wrong with you, there's only so much that you can give out. Loving yourself doesn't make you selfish or conceited or anything like that. And as a matter of fact, it tells or shows how much you care about others. Because if you're not of a good state of mind or good mental health, everyone will hate you. Let's just be honest. People will say, "Oh, there we go, Joy is coming to run," because you're giving off really negative energy. But when you love yourself, when you truly love yourself, you can set boundaries. You walk away from things that hurt you. These are a few ways you can show self-love, by the way. Set boundaries, walk away from things that hurt you, embrace the person that you're becoming. You don't seek approval or validation from here and there. You do things that you practice self-care, go out on dates, right? Do your nails, go to the spa, prioritize yourself. Sometimes it's not bad to prioritize yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to leave you with this. As we talk about love, not just in the month of February, but as we go on in the year, let us not forget that it is about us as well. Actually, mostly about us, and then about the people. Don't forget yourself in this whole conversation, because the love that you give yourself, guess what? The love you give yourself helps you to shape up the love that you can share to the world. And welcome to my TED Talk. Thank you for listening to me. So, Oghoin-olem, please share the offering bag for offering. Yeah. With that said, I'd love to say welcome once again to this beautiful meeting. I know that you want to see my face. Well, relax, you see me again. There's someone else I want to introduce to you. Someone who would be anchoring this meeting and someone who I personally enjoy listening to. I haven't said this to him, but I enjoy having him in our meetings. Toastmaster Reuben Uzor. I see the eye roll there. He's an electrical engineer from the Surulere Toastmasters Club. He's on the dynamic leadership path. His hobbies are meeting people, playing chess, watching movies with interesting dialogue. Sounds nice. Favorite quote is, "Life is a game, play it, enjoy it," which still circles back to the topic of self-love. Life is a game, play it, enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, Pecten members and guests, with the rousing round of applause, help me welcome the Toastmaster of the day, looking so nice in his filler hat, Toastmaster Reuben Uzor.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ekwuchi. If there's one thing I know your president does well, is that she makes you feel so warm and fuzzy inside. And she has told me, and you don't know this, but I've been crushing on you, so we'll talk after the meeting. Thank you for stating that. Welcome to another exciting meeting. As she said, I'm not feeling the energy in the room. And when she said it, the people in the physical audience, you engaged, you had fun. People in the virtual audience, keyboard warriors, what's happening? Can I see your emojis? This is another Pecten meeting. The first hybrid meeting for the year, and we are having silence in the virtual space. We are here. Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Essay. Anyone else? Yes, I like those emojis. Yes. And people in the physical room, are we ready?
Yes, sure. 100.
I'll go with that for now. We'll talk about this later on. At every Toastmasters meeting, we get to show self-love by improving on ourselves. Every meeting seems like it's a lecture where we are both the lecturer and the student. At this meeting, with every Toastmasters meeting, we have three major segments for guests on the call. At the beginning, we have the table topic segment, which is a segment where I love to listen to all of us practice the improvement of public speaking without planning to speak. It's extemporaneous speaking on steroids, and it's a lot of fun. It will happen soon, don't worry. And after that, we have the prepared speeches where people have gone, ironed their shirts, done the hard work of putting together beautiful material to come and share with all of us on the call. And after that, we have what they say is the biggest room in the world, the room for improvement. We have an evaluation session where you get to listen to feedback about how you spoke, engage with the audience, all of that interesting stuff. It's going to be an amazing meeting. And for this third segment, who would be managing or anchoring this is the person we call our general evaluator. Our general evaluator for today's meeting is also a nutritionist. But before we talk about what he does, he says his hobby is sleeping. Let that no jokes.
Yes.
If you want to practice self-love, he goes find somewhere comfy and goes off. I have friends who sleep on airplanes, they sleep in the restroom, they sleep anywhere. I think he's one of them. But he will share with us more about his hobby if the time permits. He's a nutritionist from Phonics Toastmasters Club. And as we know, his favorite expression of self-love is sleeping. I think his next favorite expression would be a rousing applause when I call him to the lectern. So please get ready to give a warm and resounding applause to our general evaluator for today's meeting to come and explain his role and what the meeting is all about. Let's make welcome virtual and physical audience Toastmaster Oluwatosin Adeyeye.
Thank you. Pecten Toastmasters Club. Good evening. Good evening, Toastmasters and our dear guests. I can't hear you.
Good evening.
What happened? I mean, we're so energetic some few seconds back. What is happening? I want him to reintroduce me like the president did.
Okay.
No problem, no problems. It's good to be with you tonight, and of course, it's a month of love, and we have a lot to do together tonight. Tonight, my role as the general evaluator would be to appraise the quality of my meeting right from the very start to the end. I'll provide feedbacks on areas where we need improvement and acknowledge areas where we did absolutely well. And I'm not going to do this alone. I have a GAT team, super GAT team that would be supporting me in this respect. Ladies and gentlemen, this GAT team, grammarian, counter, and timer will be coming over to tell us about their roles and responsibility as far as this meeting is concerned. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, top on the list is the grammarian. Please make welcome Toastmaster Shakira Salahuddin as she comes to. Over to you, Toastmaster Shakira.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and amiable guests. As the grammarian for today's meeting, my responsibility is very simple. Today, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to all their usage of words and languages. Today, I will take note of any improper use of language, as well as outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. It is also my duty to introduce the word of the day, and the word of the day is CHUMMY. The word of the day is CHUMMY. It means To be friendly or be on friendly term. The word family are, we have chummier and chumminess, and both are adjective. Examples of the use of the word are Toastmasters are very chummy with guests. Toastmasters are very chummy with guests. Networking thrives on chumminess. Synonyms are close, familiar, close, affectionate, and sociable. Every speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. Later in the meeting, I'll be called to give the grammarian report and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shakira. You did absolutely well with the word of the day. Chummy, I hope I pronounced it. Toastmasters and our dear guests, whenever the word of the day is used, as our tradition in Toastmasters International, you snap your finger or you drum roll or you stamp your feet. All right. So next on the list, we'll go to the R counter. The R counter for tonight's meeting, ladies and gentlemen, is the distinguished Toastmaster Rashida Saliu-Bello. Is she on the call?
No, G, I will step in for her.
Oh, okay. Please, man. Just before then, please, can we put our hands together for Toastmaster for tonight? He's wearing many hats. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. It's a delight to be at today's meeting as the accounter or stepping in temporarily for the accounter. Our role in today's meeting is to be the police of our usage of crutchwords and pause fillers, or better still, we call them filler words. Those are things that we use in between sentences to let our brains catch up with our lips. Fantastic example would be things like and so, but. These things take the value and the smoothness of our speech delivery. Therefore, in today's meeting, I'll be looking out for our usage and I'll be reporting that when called upon to do so. It is my expectation that even though the meeting is going to be very chummy, please, the accounting police is here. So watch your eyes and take good advantage of your pauses. And it's back to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, you did absolutely fantastic with that rendition. And when you said the word of the day, there was no drum roll. Pecten, what is happening? So when I say, Pecten, are you ready? You say, yeah. Pecten, are you ready?
Yeah.
Pecten, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Thank you. So next we'll move to the timer, the last citizen, Toastmaster Chigozirim. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Pardon me. But let's make welcome the timer to the virtual lectern. Or is it timer in the room?
GE, so my timer is having issues logging in as well, so I will just run that so we can move on.
Okay, please go ahead.
So the timer's role in today's meeting would be to keep us fiddle with time. Every segment of this meeting has a time allotted for it. So the job would be to make sure that we all speak within time and we use time appropriately. You might be asking, why is this important? Just like with everything in life, you need to give boundaries so that people work within remits. Being able to give your speech within time also means that if you had to do an external presentation and they gave you 10 minutes, you are able to do 10 minutes because you've practiced enough. So this is like a practice ground for all of us. Now, we're going to have 3 segments like they've mentioned. For the table topics, you're given 1 to 2 minutes to deliver your speech. At the 1 minute mark, the green card would go up. At the 1 minute 30 seconds, the yellow card will go up, and at 2 minutes exactly, the red card will go up, telling you that your time is up. We have 2 manual speeches prepared for today. Both speeches are slated for 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5-minute mark, that speech gets qualified, so you would see the green card up. At 6 minutes, the amber goes and it says it's time to start wrapping up your speech. And at 7 minutes, it's time up. However, do not be in a hurry to leave the lectern. You've got 30 seconds grace to do some proper tidying before you step off the lectern. For the evaluation segment, general evaluations generally run from, manual speech evaluations run from 2 to 3 minutes, generally speaking. So at the 2-minute mark, look out for the green card. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, look out for the yellow card. And at 3-minute mark, look out for the red card. For subsequent evaluations like that of the grammarians report and the table topics evaluation, etc., we would follow the same pattern. So I hope that even though, again, the meeting is going to be a chummy one, remember to stay fidel with your allotted time. Thank you, and it's back to
you. Thank you, Toastmaster Olem. Yet again, there was no drum roll. It's all right, Pecten. We'll see after this meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and Adeyeye, you've met my GAT team, super efficient GAT team. And we'll be back at the later segment of this meeting to give our reports. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
The amiable and chummy general evaluator. I always ask friends, what's a general evaluator without threats? He are threatening you people twice. You people are not clapping when the word of the day is used. I am not responsible for that. My role is to just segue this meeting from one segment to the other as an MC. And we're going to have a fun time. It's a Pecten meeting. It's always fun. Always. And to kickstart the fun, we'll start with one of my favorite segments. Now, the person to anchor this segment is my favorite industrial hygienist. And you can ask me afterwards how many I know. I know only one. An industrial hygienist who loves Pecten and loves to do the most by seeking excellence always. She is on the motivational strategies pathway and she loves acquiring quirky things and playing volleyball. This she sings to anyone who cares to hear. Her favorite quote being, practice like you've never won and perform like you've never lost. And she's about to get you to do just that at the table topic session. Let's make welcome our sit-in accounter, sit-in grammarian, or rather sit-in timer, and our amiable and chummy BPE Toastmaster Olem.
Thank you so very kindly, Toastmaster Reuben, for that very warm introduction. Today, I am facilitating the table topics segment. And what that means is that we're in the space where both guests and Toastmasters have the opportunity to practice what we call impromptu speaking. So you know how you go for an event and that your friend that you like so much just looks at you in the crowd of so many people and says, please come and give the toast on my behalf. But did not tell you before you came for that meeting. And you're like, Jesus. Right? At that point, you're frozen. Your mind won't work right. You probably will be like, excuse me, let me go outside for like 5 minutes and come back. This is a place where we get the opportunity to practice so that when you're called impromptu, you get up. If you're wearing a tux or some really elegant dinner dress, you just walk up to the lectern or the podium and you just gracefully give that toast. That's why we're here today. I'm going to be giving preference to guests in today's meeting. And usually the table topics is actually meant for you guys. So we're only just going to get a Toastmaster to tell us how this runs and how this works. The guest, I expect you to be audacious to take the remaining 2. I'm only going to do 3 table topics today, so it's hot on fire. Like your friend request today is hot on fire. So the quickest hands get it, and that will be it. Yes. Today, I have tagged today's table topic segment friend request. What that means is that you will tell me what you want, whether it's bonding, whether it's food, whether it's support, as it ties back to friendship. And I'll reveal to you what's behind that tile. We understand it now, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Please remember to infuse the word of the day, chummy or chumminess or chummier, whatever works for you. And remember to keep your speech between 1 to 2 minutes. Are we good to go?
Yes.
All right. So now I'm going to call on a seasoned Toastmaster. I want to volunteer. Anyone? Ooh,
You have
I
one
like
digital space ready.
I
One. She has even received the bullets in the chat. She deserves to
I'm
have
liking it already. So, your guest first. So, Toastmaster Toby would go as a Toastmaster in the physical audience to show guests who are on the call, just so they're not, if you're not familiar, you kind of get the drill. So, Toastmaster, what's going to be? Bond, small talk, companionship, support, food, or connect, and finally, surprise.
Food.
Food. I hope you guys had food.
You didn't have to do that.
All
You
the
didn't have
food
to
lovers.
do this master essay. You didn't. But go ahead.
Exactly. Toastmaster Toby, can you tell us what food best describes your friendships? What food best describes your friendships?
Rice and stew, they are inseparable.
Ooh.
So true friendships beyond chumminess is defined by that closeness, that bond. So when I say rice and stew, beyond rice and stew is not only a description that fits perfectly for true friend or genuine friendships for me. Rice and stew happens to be one of my favorite foods in this world. If you know me, I love rice and stew. So you can literally kidnap me. Take me away with rice and stew. So it makes perfect sense because of course, I'll be drawn to anything that speaks about bond, anything that speaks about closeness, anything that speaks to sticking together. So rice and stew for me, two reasons why rice and stew describe my friendship. Number one, because they always go together. When you see rice, you have to see stew. And number two, because white and red, we're talking about Valentine. Right. So I'm back to you. That's
A round of applause there. Thank you so very much for sharing, Toastmaster Toby.
Yeah.
And I actually love the part where she said it's two different colors, so it's white and red. If you're very big about diversity and inclusion, when you have two things that are contrasting coming together, the mix is always fantastic. So thank you so much for sharing, Toastmaster Toby, and telling us how food ties back into friendship. So I have a guest in the room, but I want a guest on the call, like a virtual audience. Is there any guest who is volunteering to go? Today is hot too. All right, we'll take Toastmaster Essay. I see your hands up. So we'll take guest Femi, and then we'll take Toastmaster Essay to wrap up this segment. The lecture is yours, and let me know what you want. Food, support, small talk, companionship, bonding. What would it be for you?
Support.
Aha. Okay. Guys, Femi, what do you do to support your friend going through a tough time? What do you do to support your friend going through a tough time?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Olem. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I am Vincent Oluwafemi. I'll be talking about what I do to support my friends who are going through tough time. We are humans. We are emotional beings, and we all need emotional support. One thing I do to give them that emotional support, the understanding, what they need, the love, the care. When we are down, when we are emotionally down, we need something that is support, that is care. No matter the age, we all want to be like a baby. We all want to feel like a baby, that we need that care. Someone that can ask about, okay, what's wrong with you? What is the issue? Someone that they can talk to. Listening ear. I'm here to listen to you. What's the problem? Let us find the solution to this. As this popular adage, a problem shared is a problem solved, if I am right. I will always want to be a chummy friend who will always want to support you, to be there for you at the right time, because that is what I love. I love myself. I need support, and I want to give that same energy to my friend because I know what I give will surely come back to me. Thank you.
Ooh la la! Wow. Thank you so very much, guests. Family, please put your hands together in front of me. Now, this is what happens when you see a guest doing it like a Toastmaster. You know that something is about to happen, right? We need to do some transitions with this young man because he's on fire. All right, thank you for sharing. And I love the fact that you use the word of the day. That's really fantastic. But most importantly, I love the fact where you said you want to do good because you want same to be done to you. And that's like a good place to always start from, where you wear a shoe that reflects how good and what good should be like. Thank you so much for sharing. And the last one, Toastmaster essay, what's it going to be for you?
Hi, what are my options?
Bond, companion, small talk. I think they're taking food.
Bond,
Connect.
company. Okay.
And
What's the
surprise.
last? Surprise.
Simply. Toastmaster essay. What surprise have you received from a friend that you will never forget? What surprise have you received from a friend that you will never forget? The lecture is yours.
Thank you, Toastmasters and guests, and hello everyone. I have so many friends that I'm chummy with. I have acquaintances I'm chummy with. I have fans that I'm chummy with, which means when you have good relationships with people, you actually get a lot of surprise. And so in my life, I have received so many amazing surprise, and they run the gamut from food, from money, from clothing, from experiences, from words, and even from support. But a surprise that I think I will never forget has to be on one of my birthdays. And for context, I'm a very dramatic person on my birthday. My drama is I just want to have plenty food and be on my own. That's it. That is always what I want on my birthday. I don't like people that well. I want to just, feel the wisdom of my new age and think about my life and my plans for world domination. But I had these friends who decided on one of my birthdays, and I don't understand what you mean by it's your birthday. Me, I'm going to come to your house. Your security man already knows me. So if you like, when you finish making noise, I will still enter. So that birthday, I had a friend come in. In fact, two friends actually, and they're both Toastmasters and they're both friends. Toastmaster Mina Alison and Toastmaster Oluwatosin Olorunleke. And basically, because they know my security man, he allowed them enter my house, and they came in with trays of food and drinks. And I think I liked the surprise because it ended up being a very fun day for me. It was a day where they both stayed in my parlor, got drunk, and kept arguing. I stayed in my room, kept eating. But I think just the fact that I knew they were there in that space, and many times I wanted to maybe eat something else, I would go to the parlor, take the snack, and go back. I think that sense of camaraderie that I felt was a surprise I really liked. It was a surprise for two things. One, because they know me, I guess, they decided, even if you think this is what you want, let's try something different. And so they got me to see that, okay, maybe I actually like spending time with people. They just need to be people I like. So I think I liked that. The surprise of having them spend time with me on my birthday, bringing plenty food for me that I could not finish, and also learning a new experience that sometimes what we think we prefer might not be actually what we need when we celebrate. So yeah, we would always be chummy forever, obviously. And yeah, that's a surprise I think I would never forget. Thank you, and it's back to you, Table Topics Master.
A round of applause for her, please. Thanks again for sharing Toastmaster essay. That would, in my mind's eye, be a very interesting birthday celebration. Like, I can't think about having the best thing I probably want at the time happening with some really awesome friends. So thanks so much for sharing. I'll wrap up the segment by just saying thank you to Toastmasters Toby and Essay and Guest Femi for taking on the table topics today. I hope we enjoyed the segment, and I hope we took a thing or two from what they said. That would be all. And it's back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Yay, thank you. What is it me? Is that clap for me? Can you please? That was for someone else. Thank you so much for that amazing session. Toastmaster or guest Gerald, sorry, I see you're typing, you wanted to speak. It's mostly rapid fire over here. Like you jump in, jump right in. If not, you might get left behind. Hopefully you get a chance at the next meeting. If you're a guest on the call and you have been wondering what's happening here, things are passing you by, this is your session. At this point, I would like to, before I introduce the president, request that Toastmaster Olem, do we vote for the speakers of the table topic session? Do you have tech in place for that? No. All right, we will skip. But while we skip, please pen your love notes for them. They have come out to share. The ones for those in the virtual space, you can share with Toastmaster Olem. Make them more self-aware so they can express love adequately. Self-love, that is. I now hand back the lectern to our president, Toastmaster Ekwuchi Joy James, to do what she does best, make people feel loved and chummy. It's back to you, Toastmaster Ekwuchi.
Thank you very much. TMOD with the sauce. You've made this environment very chummy. You've made this meeting chummy. And you've made me the chummiest person in the entire meeting. Grammarian, take notes. I'll use it in another form. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part that I know I've said that I like table topic segments, but I also like this one. Don't hold me to it. I like everything. Shoot me, I like everything. All right, this is the time when we welcome our first-time guests. And I always say that first-time guests make me feel so happy because it makes us just understand that our publicity is going out there. It's not the same people we're seeing over and over and over again. We love our guests. That's why this session is a very important part of the agenda. Please, if you're a guest on the call, the virtual audience, I want to see your hands so I can call you out. I'm going to call everyone out and then I'll go from the virtual audience to the physical audience.
First time guest.
Do I see any hands?
Raise your hand, though. Are you asking for first time, second time, third time audience? Is anyone?
The first time people first. Second time will have their time. Okay, so on the online, I see. Who do I see online? There are no first time guests online.
Titi had raised his hand earlier.
Okay, Joy Abba. Joy Abba. Yes. Welcome, Joy Abba. Who else do we have? This is a meeting of the veterans, of the old time people. I love it. Joy Abba, welcome. We're happy to have you join us. Now to the next segment. Who are the second time guests on the call? Virtual audience, second time. This is the second time you're a returning guest. Can I see your hands?
Virtual. Mr. Gerald, yes.
Virtual.
The returning guest.
Mr. Gerald, a returning guest. We love you because we know that you enjoyed it the first time. So you're here again. Oh, Andrew Bakoruba, Dr. Work, very excited to see you here again. This is a sign that you enjoyed our first meeting and you came back for more, just like rice and stew. You can't have it just one time. And plantain, you keep coming back for more, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sandra Bosa, thank you for coming again. Thank you so much. Now let's move to those that took on the challenge of coming all the way into the physical audience. Very important people. Can I see the first time guest in the room? Yes. I see. Please, can you tell us your name? I don't know your name, so I want to call you as well. What's your name and who invited you?
Okay.
So we can do this quickly.
Good afternoon. My name is Wanchuku Julian.
Wanchuku.
Invited me.
Oh, thank you. A guest. Thank you. Who else do we have?
Yes, bringing guests.
Who else do we have?
We recognize me.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ayinora Kelvin. This time invited me.
Welcome, Kelvin. Welcome, Kelvin. What else do we have? I'm excited.
You're welcome.
Okay, you can stay there. I can see you from there.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Godswill Oruko, and my very good friend Daniel Agi invited me.
Oh, welcome. Welcome. Is that all we have in the physical audience?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is the returning guest in the physical audience? Returning guests.
We have veterans here.
Veteran
No,
guys.
don't put your hands down. Not a veteran, a second time guest. Oh, who's there? Who's there? I saw a hand coming up. Or a
He was
returning guest. Doesn't
spelling-
have to be second time, just a returning guest. Thank you. What's your name? A returning guest beside it was a Linus.
Oh, Daniel Agi.
Okay.
Welcome,
Good afternoon.
Daniel.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Perhaps. My name is Daniel Agi. I'm a returning guest.
Thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here for the first time or the second time or returning for as many times as you've come, you're very important to us. We love you and we always want to see you come again and again. Toastmaster Olem or Toastmaster Toby will put out attendance form in the chat box, and for those in the room, you can just get it directly from her. For those in the virtual audience, there's going to be a virtual attendance form. We just want to stay in touch with you, get your details, and keep you reminded of our meetings and our engagements from time to time. Thank you so much, and looking forward to seeing you again, joining us in our chummy meetings. Back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
I like that. This time, when you called me up, people dropped their devices and started clapping. They know the drill now. Okay, thank you for that chummy and amazing session. We're about to get to the meat, to the session where people have put in the work and are here to give us the good stuff. The first person will be telling us about building bridges, but before I go into introducing who she is, let me share who the evaluator of her speech will be. Her evaluator is a corporate and tech lawyer at Tutors and Trainers Toastmasters Club. She is their Vice President Education. She loves reading and brewing tea. As you know, at a Toastmasters meeting in Pecten, something has to be about food or food related. We have had rice and stew. This is tea. And she says the best way to predict your future is to create it. Toastmaster Oluwatosin Akimbode, please share the speech objectives of the first speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster Tosin. Your hands are please. Toastmaster T, are you on the call?
I am on the call. Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, everyone on the call today.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It is chummy to be here today and to see the chummy smiles on everyone today. Our speaker, TM Kaine, Diete-Spiff. Speech title is Building Bridges. It's taken from the Presentation Mastery Pathway, Level 2, Project 1. And it's all about understanding your communication style. It's a 5 to 7 minutes speech, and I look forward to TM Kaine taking the stage. Over to you.
Thank you so much for participating. We will go in rapid fire. Toastmaster Kaine Diete-Spiff, Building Bridges. Building Bridges, Toastmaster Kaine Diete-Spiff. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, TMOD and Speech Evaluator. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
All right. Good afternoon, chummy Toastmasters and guests. My name is Kaine Diete-Spiff, and today I'll be taking us through my speech, which is titled Building Bridges. Have you ever got that feeling that you are talking to a brick wall? Like you are speaking a different language from someone you're speaking to at a particular time. I'm sure we've all been there before. It was Bernard Shaw, an Irish playwright, who said, the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has occurred. The quote encapsulates the challenges we face when our communication styles are different. Permit me to take you on a journey through the fascinating world of communication styles and share how understanding adapting these styles can transform our relationships and interactions. I'll be describing 4 communication styles, and these are the analytic, the direct, the supportive, and the initiative communication style. Please go along with me as I describe these 4 communication styles. Now, for the analytic communication styles, those who have an analytic communication styles, they usually would like to talk with figures, right? They are logical, they are detail oriented, and they prefer data and facts. They usually would always ask the why. So for every communication they want to engage in, they will usually want to know the why. But the downside for the analytic communicators is that in seeking to get the details, sometimes they miss out on the big picture, right? So in trying to be detailed, they miss out on the big picture. Another drawback in this group of communicators or those with this communication style is that they sometimes struggle to take quick decisions. So in trying to analyze, they are faced with a situation where when they want to take quick decisions, they hold back. Now, the direct communicators, they are straightforward and to the point. Their maxim is usually time is money. They do not want to know details, but they want you to get to the facts. The people with the direct communication style could usually be described as impatient and being poor listeners. So, for every advantage, there is also a disadvantage. Now, the third is the supportive communicator or those with the supportive style of communicating. They are empathetic, they are understanding and calm, and they make amazing mediators. They are good listeners and they offer encouragement and support. Now, the downside with the supportive communicators is that they are conflict avoiders. They avoid conflict most of the time. And in trying to take a decision, they hold back their opinion if they think that their opinion is going to rock the boat. So when you find them in teams, they will usually not speak out. They're always good listeners, but they would rather not speak out, especially when they would rock the boat. Now, the last group of people are those with the initiating communication style. They are energetic and persuasive, and they are always seeking new solutions. They inspire and motivate people to take action, and their energy is contagious. Now, they are known to overlook details sometimes, and this is also one of their downsides. Now, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I have outlined the 4 communication styles. Which of these communication styles do you think, for those of you who know me, which of these communication styles do you think, or which category do you think I fall into? I've talked about the analytic, I've talked about the initiators, I've talked about the supportive, and I've talked about the direct communicators. Anyone?
Supportive.
Where do you think I fall into? Oh, yes, supportive. Thank you very much to those who have answered. Thank you. And I think I am actually in the supportive communication style group. Now, when I had to take my assessment, so in preparing for this presentation, I had to take an assessment and I found myself in the supportive communication group. Now, I had the highest scores there. I had a 5 there. And for so it so happened that it was surprising that my analytic style was the least, and then I scored the same in direct and initiating communicator. So that was a surprise to me. So Toastmasters and guests, as a supportive communicator, I found myself working in a team of people with diverse communication styles. I often found myself in situations where my supportive approach with some of my colleagues was found to be So my supportive approach was found to be a bit slow, right? Those with direct communication prefer that I would give data and I'll be precise, while those who had the analytic communication style would also want me to give some detail and provide context each time I came to them with a problem. I even found myself in a situation where once I had a supervisor who was supposed to give a presentation, but again, he wasn't there to give the presentation, and I went ahead to give the presentation, and I made that presentation in a prose format. It was surprising to note that my supervisor came around, right? And when he heard what I was saying, he actually just went and pulled out his PowerPoint and gave a presentation with graphics. And I found out that this presentation actually resonated more with the team he was presenting to, more than mine. It was surprising to me, but I took something out of that presentation then. So what do we do when we find ourselves having different communication styles from people we come in contact with? The best thing to do, did I have to change who I was? No, I didn't have to change with them, but I had to do certain things to ensure that I communicate better. One of the things I had to do was I had to adapt my communication style depending on the situation I found myself in. Again, adapting your communication style doesn't mean that you're inauthentic. It actually means that you have respect. You show respect for the person you're talking with, and and somehow you're able to pass across your message to the person or the people. Again, feedback. It's always important that we ask for feedback when communicating, because feedback is actually a gift. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I would like to conclude by saying and asking us to embrace different communication styles, expand your communication horizon, and avoid judging people because of their communication style. Remember that communication is a journey. The more we understand, the more connected our lives would be. And let's build bridges with communication. Thank you very much. And back to you, TMOD.
Communication is a journey. Thank you for that amazing speech. We are so lucky to have you share that with all of us. At this point, I would like to call our next speaker. But before I introduce our next speaker, who will be asking us the question, what do you bring to the table? We would have his evaluator, Toastmaster Dr. Folusho, come give us his speech objectives. Take it away, Toastmaster Folusho.
All right. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I hope I'm
Good
audible.
evening. Very, very audible.
All right. Thank you. So this evening, I will be serving as the evaluator for Toastmaster Linus's speech. He is on the Dynamic Leadership Pathway, Level 3, Project 1, titled Negotiate the Best Outcome. That's the title of the project. His speech is titled, What Do You Bring to the Table? And the objective of this speech is for Toastmaster Linus to share some aspect of a past or a future negotiation in his life. Some aspect of a future or a past negotiation in his life. I'm looking forward to Toastmaster Linus's speech, and it would last between 5 and 7 minutes. I'll hand back over to you, TMOD, to invite.
Thank you. Toastmaster Linus Ossai-Chidi is about to blow our minds by answering or asking the question, what do you bring to the table? But while he's walking up to do that, let's share love notes for our last speaker, for Toastmaster Kaine. Let's share what we feel she did great and how we think she could be better. Please let's not forget that tradition of helping speakers improve and learn about their strengths. At this point, I would hand the lectern over to Toastmaster Linus Ossai-Chidi. Break a leg out there by answering the question, what do you bring to the table?
Thank you very kindly, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmasters and guests, what do you bring to the table? This question has resonated very popularly in the past few years. And it struck me as odd. However, I then realized that what it means is there is an expectation in every relationship be it a romantic relationship, be it a friendship, or a business relationship. But today's speech is not about the romantic relationship. Today's speech is about my relationship with my clients. I am a data analyst and a digital solution expert. I offer consultation services to individuals and to corporate entities. I help them collect data, I help them delayer their processes, I help them improve their processes, and also make it lean and lead to profitability. On this point, I had to learn that when you are negotiating with people, you apply different techniques. It could be the accommodating technique, it could be the collaborating technique, it could be the competitive technique, and it could be a compromise. These are different styles in negotiating, and they could lead to either a win-win situation where both parties come to the table and they leave the table satisfied, or a win-lose situation where one party comes to the table and feels satisfied and the other leaves the table dissatisfied, or a compromise where each party don't get exactly what they were looking for initially, but are able to meet at the middle and find something that works for both sides, or a walk away. And I have experienced all of these outcomes in negotiating. I remember a typical experience where I had to negotiate my fee with Mr. Sam. Mr. Sam is the finance director for a big hotel that I was consulting with. And when I met Mr. Sam, he welcomed me, he got chummy, he offered me some beverages, and while I was getting cozy on the chair, Mr. Sam asked, Linus, what do you bring to the table? How can you help us? I was taken aback. This was me getting a bit chummy and waiting for the account details that will be distributed across the board, and then the money is paid. And you asked me this question. I felt the client knew what they wanted, or so I thought. So I was taken aback. Now, Mr. Sai is a Gen Xer. He's in his mid-40s, and this meeting happened close to 10 to 12 years ago. And he didn't believe in the social media craze. He was a stickler for the old ways of doing things. Traditional media, using TV, radio, or newspapers. He didn't believe that social media could help the company grow. And then I went on to ask him, Mr. Sam, what does good look like to you? What do you think you want out of this deal? And then he said, the bottom line is for them to increase their patronage, is for them to increase their visibility, and for people to see that this is what they offer in the hospitality business. I went on to have a conversation with him about the possibilities of social media, how we could tweak his website to track leads, how we could tweak social media platforms and broadcast the hotel locally and internationally, increasing the audience reach and also targeting specific audience according to the needs of the hotel. Now, Mr. Sam was then taken aback. It was his time to adjust his seat. He replied, said, I never realized that all of this was possible. However, Linus, your fee is too high. We cannot afford to pay you because we have meager resources dedicated to this. Now, here I was thinking that in going into this negotiation, I was going to walk away from this negotiation with nothing more than a 15% reduction in the fee that was quoted. And then Mr. Sam tells me that he's pushing for a 50% reduction. It was quite interesting. I had to present him with competitive options. That if you want a 50% reduction, these are the different options that are available, and these are the pros and cons. And then Mr. Sam had to sit back and weigh the pros and cons of the different options. In all of this, while we were negotiating back and forth, we came to a compromise. We reduced the scope of the work by 30% and reduced the fee charged by 20%. Here, Mr. Sam was quite happy that he could get a 20% reduction. And then I was quite happy that, yeah, the scope of work had reduced with just a 20% reduction. Because at a point in the conversation, I had told Mr. Sam that I was ready to walk away if the deal was not ideal. But none of us wanted that. In the end, we could live with the compromise of what we reached. Now, this was vital and pivotal because this led to a good working relationship that led to different perks that I earned and also referrals to new clients. So, whenever my clients ask me, what do you bring to the table? I'm tempted sometimes to say, I am the table. However, the art of negotiation has taught me not to be cheeky in my responses and try to shift the client's view to what is possible together. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Linus, the walking table. At this point, we would open up the interactive session, and it's going to be anchored by Toastmaster. Before we call on Toastmaster Olem, Toastmaster Chigozirim, the timer. How did the speakers pair with time? Were they all on time? Do you care to share your timer's report?
Toastmaster Reuben, Toastmaster Chigozirim still can't log on, so I'm going to just give that report as well. The account and the timer are actually struggling with network back end, so we would fill in here in the room. Great. Toastmaster Kaine spoke for 7 minutes, 29 seconds, while Toastmaster Linus spoke for 6 minutes, 27 seconds. They were both within time.
Amazing, amazing. Do we have tech for voting for this in this meeting?
No, we're not voting.
All right, thank you so much. At this point, I would hand the mic over to Toastmaster Olem for a very brief interactive session. Toastmaster Olem, please let's make this under 5 minutes. We are fighting with them right now. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Olem. Can you please round of applause for her?
So here I was thinking I was going to have the leeway of actual 7 minutes, and now I have to do it for 5. So here's what you're going to do for me, Toastmasters and guests on the call. I'm told that the smartest people are sitting in this room are in my virtual audience as well. It's a brain teaser, right? It's a brain teaser. So the quicker we do this, we can even do it under, 3 minutes. Surprise Toastmaster Reuben. Show him how good you are, right? So in today's brain teaser, I'm going to display a word or a phrase or an object, and you try to make sense out of it. It could be a word, it could be a phrase, it could be an idiom. Just try to make sense out of it. But the quicker we do this, the better, because when he says time is up, time is up. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I shared my screen doing this. Just a second, please. Apologies. All right.
Oh, to be a millionaire.
That was very dramatic.
So what's the word on your screen?
Misunderstood.
Smart students. Please be clapping, okay? It's not easy.
Please unmute virtual audience.
Virtual audience, please feel free to unmute and speak at this time. We want a lot of audience engagement. Who knows? Maybe the next genius is in the virtual audience. What does this picture represent? Is a common saying. Look at the image, look at what it looks like, and tell us what it means.
I had my heart in my hands.
Woo! Okay, that's close. That's close. We can do this better. It's simple now. There's a heart, there's a hand. What do you say?
Give me your heart.
Medical.
You're thinking very far. These people. It's heart in hand. Heart in hand.
Your heart is safe in my hands.
All right. This one is what?
Over the moon.
Ooh! Tell what you got it. So I'm over the moon.
Over the moon.
What is this one?
Different strokes, different folks.
Different strokes, different folks.
Awesome stuff. Thank you. What's this one?
Foresight.
Let me know what I will start collecting people's school fees on behalf of your parents. What's that?
Foresight.
What does this mean, guys? Anybody? Look at the character. How many this thing do you have there? Then pronounce it.
My guy. This is not my guy.
The people, no, now, who were the people that went to go and visit Jesus?
Three wise men.
Three
So what
wise
about
men. Three wise guys. Three wise guys.
Three wise guys.
If
Four
you're
guys.
Nigerian,
Forgive and forget.
Forgive and forget.
All right. What's this one?
Up to you.
Up to you.
Fantastic. Okay, let's see.
I think
this.
there's a lag for those in the virtual audience. I don't know if it's just
Oh, are you
me experiencing
serious?
that.
Yeah.
No.
Can you see it
Yeah,
now?
but we're getting.
Can you see it now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scroll down for you. So what do you see there? Anybody? Quick. There is win.
Whining.
So is win with ease.
Win with ease.
All right. For the next one, what do you have there? What's on top? What's down? What is hourglass used for?
Be on time. Be on time. Be on time.
Be on time.
Thank you. What's this one?
Balance diet.
Balance diet.
People like food. What's this one?
Good to go.
No.
Good to go.
No.
Wait,
what
good.
does the box mean? And what's that
Check.
figure do?
Checkmate.
Go the right direction. Go the right direction.
Correct. Checkmate. What's the finger doing?
Checkpoint.
Checkpoint. Thank you. Okay, for the last round, what do you see there?
Scrambled eggs.
Huh?
Scrambled eggs.
Okay, I'm
Scrambled eggs.
I've heard sage.
SM is right. SM said scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs, and they are spot on. Thank you so much. That's scrambled eggs. So the characters will form eggs, and then of course they are scrambled across the screen. That's what it means. The next one. Please tell me you can see this in the audience, the virtual audience, top of the world.
We can.
Trip around the moon.
Trip around the
world. Thank you. Okay,
polite.
Awesome. Okay, we might sleep here today. Can you find the mistake?
D is repeated 2 times. D is repeated 2 times.
Because I'm too smart for my liking. Okay, what's this? What's happening to the economy?
Economy is going down.
When you plant something, what do you call it?
Economy is
When
getting
you
bigger.
plant, what do plants do?
Growing.
So what would that mean?
Economy is
growing.
Growing economy.
This one is what? I like how people always say job in job. Like, make it make sense.
In between
In
jobs.
between jobs.
All right, who takes this one? This one people say it all the time. All those lovebirds around here, people who like romance. Oh, yeah?
Head over heels.
Love. Head over heels.
Head over
Head
heels.
over heels in love. Right? Right. What's this? So that's the plant. Below the line is the soil. What grows in the soil? What kind of plant? What type of roots do we have there? What's the shape that is there?
Square.
Square root. Really? Finally, what is happening to growing?
Going in circles.
Awesome stuff. What do you Toastmaster and the J? I'm done.
Thank you for showing us how confused we can be. Actually saying a lot of job in jobs, but we're here. We immediately begin the evaluation section, and I would hereby usher back our chief evaluator, Toastmaster Oluwatosin Adeyeye, to anchor this session. Please, may we put our hands together for him.
Thank you, the Toastmaster of the day, for doing a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, what's love without feedback? So let's get right into it. First, I would like to invite over for the evaluation segment, I'd like to invite over the table topics evaluator. Okay. No. Yes. Let's have the first. Let's have the table topics evaluator. Toastmaster Oghenewede. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Are you there?
Yes, I am here, General Evaluator.
Hey,
Good
Chief, over to you.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, over to you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. I'm expecting to
Good
hear us
afternoon.
respond.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. So, the table topic session, like we all know, is the session where we have the opportunity to practice our impromptu speaking. I would like to start by commending the table topics master. I think it would be safe if I even call her a veteran table topic master today, because she's very good at what she does. If there's any award for who should be the best table topics master across,
We're struggling to get Toastmaster, the table topics evaluator, and I think he's currently moving. I can see him. He's in transit. So right, so
we can quickly take the speech evaluations.
Yes. So what will happen is that maybe he will just send us his report, send it to the Vice President Education. So we'll just move right into the speech evaluations. First, I would like to welcome the first evaluator for the first speaker in person of Toastmaster Akinmoluwa to the virtual lesson. Please, let's put our hands together for her. It becomes to be. Over to you.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So another round of applause for TM Dr. Kaine. TM Dr. Kaine's speech was engaging, and I must applaud you for that. The purpose of our project was to learn about communication styles, identify our own style, and its impact on people. She delivered on that project objective, and that is why we're going to give her another round of applause. I could tell that she diligently studied the project manual, because her speech was not just educative, but very insightful. She mentioned the 4 types of styles, gave their advantages and disadvantages, and went further to also give us examples. TM Kaine, you created a chummy atmosphere by engaging with the audience. 3 times she asked questions at the very beginning of her speech and towards the middle, where she asked, after explaining the styles, she asked the audience, what style do you think describes me? And the response was supportive communication style. She also went ahead to give us quotes, give us stories about her own communication style, the supportive style. She explained to us a perspective on how she had delivered a speech at a work environment wherein she delivered in a prose manner, and our supervisor had gone ahead to deliver with graphics. So she explained to us our communication style and the communication styles of our team members. And so that really showed us the different styles for ourselves and our team members. Our voice, but I really enjoyed our voice because it was chummy, it was inviting, she was calm while delivering the speech. The content was rich with storytelling, with quotes, and with questions which were engaging. One thing I would like her to work on for upcoming speeches is pacing while speaking, and so that you're able to remember your thoughts and how you had presented, how you had come up with your ideas, because I observed there were some gaps and you were, filler words in between. And so I think if you had paced yourself, you would have been able to deliver flawlessly. But overall, you did great. It was engaging. It was enlightening, and everyone, I'm sure, thoroughly engaged with your speech today. So thank you very much. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Toastmaster Tosin embody for the feedback. I'm sure Speaker took note of your recommendations. So next we'll move to the second evaluator in person of Toastmaster Folorunsho Alamina. I hope I pronounced the name well.
No, it's
Are you
Folusho.
there?
It's Folusho.
Oh my goodness. Please pardon me. Over to you, bro. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Yeah. Over to you.
All right, not a problem. Toastmaster Tosin, there is a fine for mispronunciation, but I would be nice today. There would be no fine for you. You've done a great job so far. All right. So thank you very much, and well done, Toastmaster Linus. I hope you can hear me. Okay, good. I can see you. Right. So well done, and congratulations on your level 3 project 1. And it's really great to see you grow incrementally in Toastmasters, I must say. Toastmaster Linus's speech was to share an aspect of negotiation, whether a past or a future negotiation, and today he does that. He shared an aspect of a past negotiation. So congratulations for meeting the objectives. When I heard the title, what do you bring to the table? Typically, that title will take us to the recruiter's office, right? HR surrounded by all kinds of people throwing questions at you. But Linus took us to a different angle altogether. The office or the sitting room of the client and how he got chummy and cozy. Toastmaster Linus, you opened your speech rather well. I liked how you repeated the title. Doing that has a way of drawing us into the speech. Reminds us why we're here. And I thought that was really good, repeating the title of your speech. I liked how you started. You stood smack in the middle of the stage, and I could see your hands, your torso, everything was obvious. And that's the beauty of a physical meeting, I must say. You started off with purposeful hand gestures. I thought that was really good. And then you went on to give us good context of your job, what you do, and then how it links to the story with the customer. I also liked your vocal variety. You started off well, and you nicely inserted the word of the day, chummy. Toastmaster Linus, what do I think you could have done a bit better? While you started off with purposeful hand gestures, there were points at which you clasped your hands. And typically when you do this, it takes away from the energy of your speech. Those are unconscious moves, but it's definitely something one can work on. At Toastmaster Linus, I felt there were sufficient opportunities to insert a quote or two. I thought that was missed as well. At some point, I also felt that you were staring at the table rather than maintain eye contact. You may also want to work on your vocal variety to some extent. You started off really well, but somewhere in the middle, I thought you went a bit flat. There were portions where you could have altered your voice a bit when referring to the client, and then, of course, bringing us back to yourself. Beyond that, I particularly liked how you inserted a splash of humor when you said to us, I am the table. And honestly, I've been thinking about this famous metaphorical table that each time we keep hearing, what do you bring to the table? Someday we should all get to see this grand table that they speak about. Toastmaster Linus, I particularly liked how you shared the learning from that experience. In Toastmasters, we often say, never tell a story without a message and never give a message without a story. And you did just that. You gave us a story, and then you brought out the message as well. It would have been great to hear a call to action, but I think you nicely wove it into your speech. So we could draw the call to action from your learning. Thank you very much for sharing with us your experience, and I'm definitely going to do better in my next negotiation. I will remember that I am the table and I have picked something or more from your speech. Thank you, and it's back to you, TMO.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Olorunleke, for that report. Yeah, next to, oh Lord, Folusho. I heard that. Thanks for that. So next we'll move to the GAT theme. And I can see the grandparent is ready to give a report. So Toastmaster Shakira, you have the floor. You can deliver from where you are. Please just shoot up. Yes. Okay. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. I would say today's meeting has been amazing, and I would love to appreciate everybody for using the word of the day judiciously. I mean, Toastmaster Essay said it 3 times in one breath. It was amazing. So it's been amazing so far. So for people that use the word of the day, we have Toastmaster Olem. She used it 4 times. Toastmaster Reuben used it 3 times. Toastmaster Toby with rice and stew used it 2 times. Guest Femi used it 1 time. Toastmaster Essie, as I mentioned earlier, used it 5 times. We have Toastmaster Ekwuchi Joy. She used it 4 times as well. Toastmaster Linus 2 times. Toastmaster Dr. Folusho Alamina used it 1 time. And for the amazing and outstanding language usage for today, I was able to pick a few, and I will start with Toastmaster Kaine Diete-Spiff. She said, the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. I really like this particular quote by Bernard Shaw. She also said something which I really think a lot of us should really adopt, where she said, adapt communication style to suit every situation. And so the next one is from Toastmaster Linus when he says, I am the table. I really like that. I am the table. And also, he said when he was closing his speech, when he's in the act of negotiation, he has learned that the act of negotiation is for him not to be cheeky in his responses, but try to shift the client's view to what is very possible. Thank you so much, and that's my report.
Just without the hard counter. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome the Vice President of the Pecten Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Olem. You have the floor.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and it's been a pleasure being here, so I will make this really quick. I thought I reminded everyone that the accounting police was here today, but somehow some people are going to pay some fines, so we get them out of that bucket. Toastmaster Kaine used the pause filler now 5 times, so 3 times, twice, and twice. Toastmaster Linus used now 3 times and so twice. Toastmaster Tosin, the speech evaluator, used once, while Toastmaster Shakira in her grammarian's report just used 4 times and 2 times. And finally, our general evaluator used 2 prolongations. When you're trying to recall your thoughts and you go to the and yes, so he used to once and the twice. Thank you, and it's back to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for that report. I'm working, I'm working. Thank you. Work in progress. Right away. So would have the timers reports just after my Toastmaster Olem. So you give the report once I'm done. Yeah, so you can time me as well. Ladies and gentlemen, now to my report. Pecten Toastmasters, are you ready?
Yeah.
No, not yeah. Are you
Sorry.
ready? Say yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to find you. All right, so
GE, Toastmaster Tosin, sorry to interrupt. So we'll be taking your evaluation after the induction to accommodate for the induction bit as well.
oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so all right. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to the evaluation. So I'll just hand over the lectern to the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Come on, please get it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In rapid fire, I would like to hand the lectern immediately to the president, Toastmaster Joy Ekwuchi, to oversee the induction of the new members. Over to you, Toastmaster Joy. Please, can we clap for the president? Toastmaster Joy, are you on the call?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am on the call. I am here. I was in transit and I was only trying to settle in. Okay, this is an exciting part of the meeting. Today, I have the privilege of being the induction officer to induct 3 new members into Pecten Toastmaster family. This is something that is customary for us to do, and it's something that for us is not just a ritual or a routine. It's really an expression of our excitement, almost an initiation into the best club in the division. If I do say so myself, argue with your what now? With your keypads? I don't know. Anyway, today I'd like to call on our 3 inductees to please take center stage before I proceed. Chizoba Okafor, Paul Nduku, and Favor Eweka. Chizoba Okafor, Paul Nduku, and Favor Eweka. All right, do we have them up now?
Yes, they are.
Beautiful.
Favor is online.
Favor is online. That's all right. So being online doesn't exclude you. Just repeat and do all the things that you have to do. You're still a part of us. Fellow Toastmasters, it is now our duty and privilege to induct 3 new members into the Pecten Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion, both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership. And we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve. I have already called the new members to stand in front, and you've applauded. Well done. Chizoba Okafor, Paul Nduku, and Favor Eweka. You are joining a worldwide organization that has helped more than 4 million people learn to communicate more effectively. As members of the Pecten Toastmasters Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development
And you will also be a part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Underline enjoyment. Pecten is big on that one. Sir and madams, please help me welcome the VPE. Please stand as I address you. Madam VPE, Toastmaster Oruene. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You have these members, and they've been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club. Is this correct?
Yes, Madam President.
Have they been told how the Toastmasters program works and informed of the many benefits that they will receive as well as the obligations of members?
Yes, they have.
All right. We all know the value of mentorship. In that light, I'd like to ask, who have been assigned as mentors to these members?
We've assigned 3 mentors to 3 of them. Toastmaster Olem will be mentoring Toastmaster Chizoba. Toastmaster Ekwuchi Joy James will be mentoring Toastmaster Paul. And Toastmaster Dr. Taria Adeyeye will be mentoring Toastmaster Favor.
Great. Please, a round of applause. It's not easy to be a mentor. Please clap for the mentors. The mentors are also Toastmasters, and they also had mentors. So it's a chain of mentorship, right? Will these mentors stand? I think we have Toastmaster Olem only in the room. I am here online. Toastmaster Dr. Taria Adeyeye, confirm that you're online, please.
I am online.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. As an experienced Toastmaster, veteran for that matter, and a past president, we have been asked in this case, to help these new members get off to a good start. Do we accept the responsibility and pledge to share our knowledge and experience with our new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmasters membership?
Yes,
we will.
Yeah.
Yes, we will. And to the new members, membership in this club and in Toastmasters, Olem, please have your seats. Thank you. Membership in this club and in Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it so many rewards, yet it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. Again, I say, underline enjoyment for Pecten Toastmasters. It's very important. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goals, remain positive, and keep a smile on your face. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourselves to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. And now to the rest of you, those in the room and also those online. I would love for the inductees, one after the other. I'll start with the person online, Toastmaster Favor Eweka. Do you have the induction manual? Please confirm.
Yes, I do.
Beautiful. Please go ahead.
I, Eweka Favor, in the presence of my fellow members of the Pecten Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the project outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationship with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you. And now for the two beautiful people in the room, I'd like you to say it together.
I, Chizoba Okafor, in the presence of my fellow members of the Pecten Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of Toastmasters.
So help you God. Thank you so much. And now to the please clap. Go ahead. Feel free to clap. Feel free to clap. Very good. And to the members in the room, please stand as you make this pledge. But for those online, you can just put your hand on your chest and make the pledge. Go ahead, please, if you have the manual with you. 1, 2, go. We, the members of Pecten Toastmasters Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. So help us God. Thank you so much. Please clap for yourself. And I'm hoping we're able to keep to our promise. Thank you so much. We are excited, super excited, elated, gobsmacked, like all the synonyms rather, for excited to have you join us. Toastmaster Olem, Madam VP, please confirm if you have the induction pins there, or we're going to just symbolize it.
Oh no, we're presenting them with certificates online here, that's all.
Beautiful certificates, even better. Please pull up those certificates while we proceed with this. For those online, for the person online, yes.
It's for all of them actually, so you can all see. This is for Chizoba.
Okay, beautiful. This is for Chizoba. I see her on the screen. This was for Chizoba. Here you go. Your membership certificate. You are now officially a member of Pecten Toastmasters. I celebrate you. Paul Uduku, finally, welcome to Pecten Toastmasters Club. It is my honor. That's in my time, I was able to welcome you into Pecten. Congratulations. And last but definitely not the least, Favor Iweka. Welcome to Pecten Toastmasters Club. We are now 3 members strong. Why I say this is, it's great to have 20, 25 and all that, but each time we have a new member, it just makes us know that we are growing. Growth is something that is a great part of our mantra here in Pecten Toastmasters. That being said, I'd love to welcome you officially as the president. I want you to look forward to having a good time, okay? And I'm not just saying this again because I'm the president of the club. You will have a good time. Keep an open mind, be ready to grow, be ready to develop yourself, do your part, and we promise to do our part. And at the end of the Toastmaster year, you have a lot of testimonies. Now, that sounds like church, but welcome again to Pecten Toastmasters. And it's back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Madam President. I look forward to other veteran guests, like distinguished veteran guest Aline, to come and we celebrate you on a day like this.
And Femi.
No longer a guest master without registration. Yes, so look forward to celebrating you also. At this point, I would hand the lectern immediately back to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Oluwatosin, to give his report. And if he chooses to, he might choose to call the timer first. Toastmaster Tosin, the lectern is yours.
Hi, thank you so much. You're forcing my hand, yeah? No problems. So I'll just go right into the reports. Timer, please note, I have 3 to 5 minutes for this report. Afterwards, I'll call you to give your report. So first, the meeting started at just 16:15, as indicated on the agenda. So that was very commendable. It's one of the many things, a few things that's sort of missing in our culture, in many Toastmasters clubs that we have in Nigeria. All right, then decided at hand to open the meeting. Quite all right. Perfect introduction. He gave us the house rules, Toastmasters promise, and perfect transitioning where you handed over to the president, who then walked us through the theme of tonight's meeting. And I think I have a point to know. It was good to see that the room was properly put together, arranged, but I see that we don't have a lectern there. And I don't know if Pecten Toastmasters might just want to work on that. We should have a lectern and a gavel to ensure that we keep up with the Toastmasters international standard. The gavel is a symbol of authority. So when you see the SAHs just use the gavel, then you know that everybody has to, pay rapt attention and be part of the meeting. Fantastic introduction by the president. I love the fact that you recognize the guests, even though you know that there's a segment that the guests will be welcomed. And then you did a fantastic job, then transitioned to the Toastmaster of the day, who did a fantastic job as well, walked us through the different segments of the meeting. Although one of the few things I think I'm not really sure about, because I know that Toastmasters International, many clubs come with different dynamics trying to be very innovative, but I see that the Toastmaster of the day didn't really touch on the theme of tonight's meeting. So what I was expecting was that you would, although I understand that you would navigate us through as a pilot, but you might just touch on the theme of tonight's meeting, share nuggets if you have them, so we can just take something with us home. All right, so I'll move into the table topics. Fantastic. Very, I can see the relationship with the theme of tonight's meeting. I'm seeing some fruits there. It's a bit distracting, Anyways, I can see it's in line with the law. Very creative. I wasn't expecting less from the Vice President Education. You led us through fantastic. The guard team, I love the fact that you were able to step in at every point in time to fill those shoes. However, many times, of which I know you've also noticed with some of the clubs around, is that the VP, how powerful she might be or he might be overwhelmed in many instances. So sometimes you might just want to shed off those responsibilities. I can see that Toastmaster Toby, who I believe is also a seasoned Toastmaster, could actually take up one of those roles to lessen the burden of having to take on the roles that we have available tonight, because I see that you are wearing so many caps. And next, I'll move to, of course, the respondent did justice to the question, and it's good to see the guests that took on that challenge, to speak to the topic. And to the speeches, fantastic speeches. Oh my, fantastic speeches. It did absolutely well. The speakers did absolutely well. But one thing for the first speaker, which I want to note, and I think it's also peculiar to the second speaker as well, the movement was not there. The second speaker, let me start with the second speaker. Of course, your evaluator has given you that feedback that it felt like you had your hands together. The only gesticulation I saw today was you putting your hands together and then moving it like this. So it was not purposeful. You might just want to work on that. So many times we advise that You might not exactly put your hands there, but when there's a need for you to gesticulate, make sure that it's purposeful, is in line with what it is that you have to say. And then for the first speaker, fantastic speech, very nice. You talked about what exactly was it again? But one thing to note in your speech was that you delivered your speech while sitting. What we recommend at Toastmasters is you position your camera such that we can see your upper body and we can see you gesticulate, especially when you were talking about embrace. So we couldn't see your hand. I know you moved your hand. You moved it like this, but we couldn't see it. It was not evident. So one thing I would advise is that moving forward, whenever you want to deliver your speech, you can just stand like this and ensure that we can see you gesticulate, move your hand, so you can add more color to your presentation. That's for the speakers. The evaluators did absolutely well with their evaluations. And as I'm checking through the notes, yes, to the Toastmaster of the day, I understood that at the time you were trying to ensure that feedbacks were given to the speakers, but I didn't see that CLC. We have a sandwich method in Toastmasters International where we comment, recommend, and comment. So that should be evident just almost immediately, and that should also be time as well. So that's for 1 minute for the evaluation where everybody has to give feedback. There's a reason why the evaluator read out the purpose of the speech and the speech objective, so to guide the minds of the audience to be able to provide appropriate feedback. And fantastic. I love the interactive section led by Toastmaster Olem. Very interactive. I enjoyed it. It's one of the few things I'm learning about Pecten Toastmaster. You're very innovative and creative with many of your programs. Kudos to the leadership and the membership of the club. And induction of the new members. Members, you're welcome to Toastmasters International. You're welcome to Pecten Toastmasters International. Believe me, you're in the best place. And expect more rather, because here at Toastmasters International, you're going to learn a lot and you're going to improve. I want you to just evaluate yourself. So where are you now? And say in the next 10 months, where would you be? Do you understand? So you can always look back, but one thing for sure is that you are going to improve massively. And like everybody stood up, put our hands on our chest that we're going to support you. So if you need any support, we are always available to provide that to you. Ladies and gentlemen, here's my feedback. And to Madam President, thank you for giving that overview. At the first instance, it felt like maybe you were taking the trajectory of the Toastmaster of the day. You were telling us about love and all of that. So I thought maybe that would have been the role of the Toastmaster of the day to talk about that. But anyways, you did perfectly well. Yes, and while you were trying to when you were trying to welcome the guests, one of the few things we also recommend at Toastmasters International is for you to tell the guests about what Toastmasters International is all about. It's a non-profit organization that has been in existence for over 100 years. So tell us about the benefits. I know that there was a slide where it told us about the unique position of Pecten Toastmasters among all the Toastmasters club. But you also have to, talk about that as well. Thank you so much, Pecten. And I'll call the timer to give our report now. Toastmaster Holden, can put a hand together for her. I should do so.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Oluwatosin Adeyeye. It's been a delight having you QAQC tonight's meeting. Feedback taken and duly noted for continual improvement. Thank you so very much for that gift. Timers report. For our table topics segment, we had Toastmasters Toby, Toastmaster Essay, and guest Femi speak today. Toastmaster Toby spoke for 1 minute exactly on the dot to qualify that table topic. Guest Femi spoke for 1 minute and 5 seconds, and Toastmaster Essay spoke for 2 minutes 28 seconds. All speeches were within allotted time. For the manual speeches, I had given that feedback earlier, so I would go straight to the manual speech evaluations. Toastmaster Tosin spoke for 3 minutes 35 seconds. Toastmaster Dr. Folustro Alamina spoke for 3 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Tosin's speech, or evaluation rather, was out of the allotted time by 5 seconds. So that's something we probably want to work on. The Grammarian's report was given by Toastmaster Shakira, and she spoke for 2 minutes 9 seconds, which is well within the allotted time. The accountant's report was given for 1 minute 9 seconds. And finally, the general evaluator spoke for 8 minutes 52 seconds. The allotted time was 3 to 5 minutes. So a chunk there for something we look at for improvement as well. Thank you so very much. And I think I would hand back the lectern to the Toastmaster of the day to segue to the president. Thank you.
Thank you, Oghoin-olem, for that amazing report. We are behind time, so I wouldn't speak for much longer. Today's theme is about Amor and Amity, love and friendship. And it's in a bid to get we as members to become more conscious of how we can be friends with ourselves, how we can love ourselves, how we can go inside and ensure that everything is okay in here while we engage with others. So I urge you after today's meeting, create some time to have a think about yourself and how you express love to yourself. Thank you for having me at this point. I would hand the lecture over to Madam President, Toastmaster Joy Ekwuchi James. Have a pleasant evening.
Round of applause for him, please. So Toastmaster Ekwuchi Joy James is unavoidably absent, and so you're seeing my face again. Lots of seeing. I hope I've looked pretty on it. Thank you. This is me saying thank you to everyone who made it to today's meeting. I'll start first with the Toastmaster of the day. He came all the way from Lagos. Like, think about that. Took a flight from Lagos just to make it to this meeting. And he was here smack at 3:30 when I opened the meeting room. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Reuben, for joining us this evening. We appreciate you. Toastmaster Tosin, all the way from Phoenix Toastmasters Club as well. We appreciate you. He's the general evaluator for today's meeting. We see you and we say thank you. The table topics evaluator, even though he got thrown out by network and he was, of course, in transit, thank you for making that sacrifice and commitment to even accept to play the role. We see the effort and we commend that. Thank you so very much. Toastmaster Shakira, please give her a warm round of applause. This is our first time playing the role of grammarian in the meeting, and I will tell you she did very well. Do you agree?
Yeah. Yes.
I did not hear that. Do we
Yeah.
agree?
Yes.
Exactly. So you have heard. That means you'll be playing more roles. That's just the whole point of this entire conversation. Thank you so very much. Unfortunately, DTM Rashidat and Toastmaster Chigozirin couldn't make it to play their roles as time and counter due to network glitches, but we're good. That's why we're Toastmasters. You learn to fill in when the gaps appear and do so flawlessly, which is why we're here to practice anyways. So our fantastic and awesome guests. I see some in the room and some are virtual. I won't call everybody's name, but I just want to say thank you so much for giving us your 2 hours of today. It is not easy. A lot is going on with everybody. So we appreciate your time and the time that you spent with us and for sharing and engaging the entire time in today's meeting. We see you and we say we love you. Thank you. And please come back again through whatever means you came through. Yes, we look forward to seeing you. If a guest invited you, please hold that guest next time and come with your guest. And if it's a Toastmaster, we would love to see you come back and return. Hopefully that you've enjoyed today's meeting and taken something valuable away. For our announcements, our next meeting is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. And our contest, that's the International Speech and Table Topics Contest, is taking place this coming Saturday by 10 a.m. Our meeting usually will be virtual because it's the first meeting of the month, so it'll be virtual. It's still 4:15 p.m. Please don't miss out on that. With that said, thank you once again. And we will be sharing the tongue twister very shortly. Yes, we know why we do that. So you get better at your pronunciations and your enunciations, as the case may be. All right? I have said all I'm going to say. For those who are in the virtual audience, unfortunately, we can't share fruits and water with you, but we say thank you. I know Toastmaster Reuben just bent his head, but that's okay. For the guests in the room, please feel free. The meeting is pretty much over to just have some light refreshment before you step out. Thank you so very much. And those who want to stay back and try the tongue twisters, that's right. See you at the next meeting.
Thank you.
Tongue twister.
Yes. Okay, so who wants to take a shot at today's tongue twister? I want to start from the virtual audience. Anybody?
Five fancy frogs fled from
50
10 speeches.
It's a cable.
It's a cable.
Just a problem.
All right.
Is anyone taking a shot from the virtual audience? I don't see a hand up. Anyone? Just unmute and speak.
5 frantic frogs fled from 50 fierce fishes. 5
Master.
frantic frogs fled from 50 fierce fishes. 5
Yes.
frantic frogs fled from 50 fierce fishes.
Please give her a round of applause. I know I had some slightly fishes, but it's okay. Thank you for taking the shot.
She's raising her hand.
Who's that?
She.
Oh, Chizzy.
Take the lectern.
Okay, please come here. You're in the room, so you come to the lectern and give it a go. Let's go. Hit it. Five frantic frogs fled from 50 parent species. 5 frantic frogs fled from 50 parent species. 5 frantic frogs fled from 50 parent species. 5 frantic frogs. So we're going to do we that is going to go next. Do we have someone in the virtual audience who still wants to go? Anyone? Then please go ahead. Come to it. We don't want to hear flogs. We don't want to hear planting. You're not planting, please.
Speeches, oh God, I beg. Yes, yes.
5 frantic frogs fled from 50 first species. 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 5 frantic frogs fled from 50 first
I see Pastor Reuben practicing in the background. Pastor Reuben, you've been practicing. I've been seeing you doing some practice there. Please, I'm going to give you the lecture. You must come and do it. After rehearsal,
The practice was not kind. I heard a lot of flogs and fishes, and I said, no, this isn't for me. So somebody else can take the floor.
Any other person wants to try? Toastmaster tell me, okay, come forward. Okay, let's do 4 times.
4 times. 5 frantic frogs. 5 frantic frogs fled from 50 fierce species. 5 frantic frogs fled from 50 fierce species. 5 frantic frogs fled from 50 fierce species. 5 frantic frogs fled from 50 fierce species.
Thanks so much, and please feel free to drop off the call or catch up with someone you saw and you like how they spoke or you like something they did in today's meeting. It's really nice, so you can do that virtually or you can unmute as a guest and give us feedback if you have any as well. We're still here, but the meeting is closed officially. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me in the room. Have a pleasant
Thank Thank you, Toastmaster Reuben.
Toastmaster Reuben, this is for you.
Bro. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to rub it in.
Send you a better apple.
Oh my goodness. Toastmaster Linus, your